So hi all. In the previous video we have studied about stack memory and heap memory. So let's do a quick recap about stack memory and heap memory. We studied that we have a variable which is stored in our stack memory. All the variables are stored in our stack memory, and all the objects and the values are stored in our heap memory. Heap memory is nothing. It's just like a mountain. Okay, or you can think a bowl, inverted bowl. You can think of an inverted bowl that is called a heap memory in our computer system. Now, all the variables are stored in our stack memory, and that is also called the reference variables. Both all the variables will be pointing to the value or the object stored in our heap memory. So A will point to 10, B will also point to 10. Now, if we change the value of A and B to 20, so 10 is now in no more use in the heap memory. So it will be thrown out of the heap memory. And how it will be thrown out? It will be thrown out with the help of a garbage collector. And so there comes the concept of garbage collector. Now each language has their own concept of garbage collector. Some have automatically called the garbage collector, and somewhere we have to call it by ourselves by writing the code. So we have done the quick recap. Now, since we have come across garbage collector, so let's study about Java. So here the main concept of Java comes. What Java? We are studying core Java, not advanced or enterprise edition of Java, because we are discussing about OOPS concept. So core Java. So how does Java executes? Now, before that, we have studied about garbage collector. So just for now, remember that Java has automatically called garbage collector, calls garbage collector automatically. What does that mean? We'll study later in this video series. Okay, so what we are studying right now, we are studying object oriented programming. Oops. Okay, oops, we are studying object oriented programming, and we will study this garbage collector in the next part of the videos also. But for now, let's remember that garbage collector is called automatically in our Java language. Now, how does Java execute? So for Java, we will create file with what extension? Dot Java extension example hello.java. Okay, so this is the extension we will use for creating a Java file. Now this Java file, now in the first video we have studied about compiler. Okay, compiler. What compiler? What is a compiler? Compiler compiles the code, means it reads the code line by line and it throws any error if any error is there, else it will compile fully and then it will run the program. So it will read the file, compiler will read the entire file, and it will create a Java class file, dot class file, which is also called a bytecode. Okay, we'll see what is a class file, what is a bytecode later on this video series. Okay, now this bytecode or this class file is read by the interpreter one by one, and then it is transferred as a machine code. It is read as a machine code, and then it is uh, run. The program is run, the Java program. So what happened? We saw that here compiler is also there and interpreter is there. So compiler we know, but what is an interpreter? Okay, so now let us discuss about interpreter. So interpreter is nothing, it will read the program line by line and it also executes the program. Okay, uh, so what is an example of interpreted language? We can say Python is an interpreted language, is because it reads the program line by line, and whenever there is an error it stops there. So similarly Java is also a kind of both interpreted language and compiler language. At the first, the compiler compiles the entire file. If any error is there, then it will throw the error. If no error is there, it will create a class file, or we say the bytecode, and at last it will leave a it will give the interpreter to run the code. And how it will read the code, it will read in a machine code, like in zeros and one. Why? Because it is a class file. Dot class file is created by the compiler. And what is a class file? It is a sequence of byte codes. Okay, so that's how the Java code is executed. So the main points which is there, that this code, this main hello.java code is not run directly in a system. We need a JVM for this. What is a JVM? JVM is a I think it is Java Virtual Machine. Yeah, I think it is Java Virtual Machine, JVM. Java Virtual Machine is used to run this program, any Java program. Why? Because it gives a platform to run the Java code. And one more important thing, that Java is platform independent. What does that mean? Platform independence means if we write our code in Windows system, or we write our code in Mac system or Linux or DOS, wherever, it will not require any other extra code. Okay, only this class file or the byte code will do the work. Now, again, what does that mean? It means that, let's say we have a C++ file. So for the C++ file, if it is compiled on a Mac machine, and again we are let's say we want that same compiled code to run in our let's say Windows machine, that compiled code, not the main code, the compiled code we want to run in our Windows file. The Mac, first it run compiled on Mac. Now we want that compiled code to run in our Windows machine. So that compiled code will not run our Windows machine. What is that compiled code? .exe file is created in case of C++ or C language, C file. Okay, but in Java we have this dot class file. We have this dot class file. If you want this dot class file to be run on Windows or Mac or Linux or whatever operating system, it will run whatever the operating system it is. Whatever the operating system we give, it will run. So that is called platform independence. This dot class file gives this platform independence achievement to the Java language. So we can say that is a platform Java is a platform independent language. Java is a platform independent language. Now, so we understood about what is a Java platform independent language. Now, in C++ we have .exe file, that is also platform independent. In Java we have dot class file, that is platform independent. Oh, sorry, exe file in C++ is platform dependent, and the class file in our Java is platform independent. And what does that exe file mean? That exe file means, right now we are studying the most basic things of programming. Exe file .exe, it is the executable file in C or C++. Okay, now in Java we get the bytecode or the class file. That's why it makes Java platform independent. All you need is a JVM installed in our machine. What is a JVM? I told, Java virtual machine. What does it do? It gives a environment to run the Java independently. Okay, the class file independent of the operating system. So what does JVM comprise of? JVM has this 4 5 things. First of all, we have a JDK. What is a JDK? JDK is the total Java development kit. Inside the JDK, we have a JRE, Java Runtime Environment, and the Java Runtime Environment and the Java Library classes. And inside it, we have Java Virtual Machine, which gives this uh, platform independence nature to the Java. Okay, and inside JVM we have Java just time compiler, or the Java time compiler. though that is the compiler that the Java uses. Okay, I'll attach the video, sorry, I'll attach the photo in the description, and you all can check what is a JDK and how the hierarchy of this JDK, JRE, JVM looks like. So yeah, that was all about the this extension hello dot class file and independence. So in this video we studied about, what did we study? We study independence of Java, independent of operating system. Java is independent of operating system. We know that it can be, sorry, we looked about C++. It is not platform independent. We also talked about JRE, JDK, JVM, JIT, Java library classes, also JLC. We can say JLC. Okay. So in the next video, we will talk about this JRE, JVM, and we will now start with our first Java program in the next video. So that was all about this core concepts of JRE, JVM, Java platform independence. So yeah, that's all. In the next video, we'll directly start from the our first program. So we'll not have any recap because it doesn't require any kind of recap. This is a very basic things. So yeah, thanks for watching.